black dragonfish, a carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted.
Why it gotta be black?
Since we're in total darkness underwater at this.
Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. We're gonna be checking out a haunting, chilling little video. This is, the ocean is way deeper than you think. So I'm sure a lot of you know that the ocean is deep, but I don't think you understand how deep it really is. It goes really far down. It really gets really pressurized. It gets really creepy. Like, I don't even understand how people, creatures, animals, fish, anything can possibly survive all the way down there, because come on, it's pretty deep down. But we're gonna be seeing today how deep it really goes, because I myself, I don't know, I'm not a scientist or oceanologist. Is that the people who study oceans? Don't forget to hit me with a like, subscribe, and go ahead and comment, does the ocean scare you? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No George Washington, you get it? Because he's on the dollar bill, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The ocean scares me a little bit. It's pretty deep. It's very dark. The deeper you go, there's a lot of creatures down there that we have not discovered, and there's a lot of creatures that we have discovered that I know will eat me right up. So I'm good on the ocean. Plus I can't swim. I know, black guy, right? But enough of me talking. Let's stop talking, Prince, and let's go ahead and check out. The ocean is way deeper than you think, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
The ocean is really, really deep. Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize.
Oh, word?
Shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep.
Oh my goodness!
The of our planet is already covered in water, though, and it goes a lot deeper than just 2
wow,
miles.
we have a lot of water.
With a sense of scale, this dot right here is the size of an average human.
Hey, human.
A slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant.
Hi, elephant.
This is the size of the largest ship ever built.
Hi, Knock Nevis.
With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out.
Alright, let's
The
go.
first milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving.
That's
A
it?
little further down at 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered.
Where's the Titanic at?
Because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which
Oh.
means that it sank in water shallower than it is long. So if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water.
Oh, wow!
Slightly deeper than that, at 100 meters, is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of decompression sickness.
So many things about the ocean that I didn't know. I didn't know that divers weren't allowed to go more than like 40 meters down. I knew you couldn't go too deep down because of, like, I don't know, pressurization and then like the oxygen from going up too early. A lot of different matters that I'm not a complete expert on. But I've always wanted to go diving. I guess this is going to put it in more perspective. Still, nonetheless, 40 meters down, that's pretty deep. That's deep enough for me because I'm the black guy who can't swim. So I don't even think I need to be getting into water if I can't swim. Yo, where's the Titanic at? How far did that drop down? I need to figure where that is at because I've seen the movie. There's a lot of rich people on the Titanic, so it's a lot of hidden treasure and booty waiting to be discovered. And I don't mean the other kind of booty. I mean the valuable kind of booty, the one that I can actually pawn. I mean, I guess you can. Okay, I'm just gonna stop there.
But that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters.
Oh, wow!
This guy swam down to this level with just one single breath. But a little further down at
No, you didn't.
2 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed Gabir. If he had swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater.
That's how deep it is?
Further than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet, and also the limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear
Oh
submarine.
my goodness!
At 535 meters,
This is
we
deep.
witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins, and this is when we must bring up the intensity of water.
Penguins go that deep?
Level below the surface.
I didn't even know
the water
that.
pressure exerted on a person or the penguins would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further down the
Oh, that's pretty pressurized.
30 meters would be the height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world. Once we hit 1,000 meters,
1,000 meters
to enter the scary zone.
Ooh.
The surface can no longer longer reach beyond this point.
The scary
Most
zone.
of the ocean below is shrouded in permanent darkness.
That's the part that I don't like about the ocean. The scary zone. Like, who wants to be in that zone? There's no light. There's complete darkness. You don't know what's right next to you. How do penguins go that deep, bro? Like, they were talking about with the whole pressure in this. How can they withstand that much pressure? Aren't they smaller than us? So shouldn't they, like, fold under pressure way more quickly than a human would? But there's other creatures that are way down deeper, like in the Mariana Trench and whatnot, and they're fine and healthy. So I have to ask myself, how do they survive all that pressure?
The water pressure you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning that you would die very quickly. You would also
Oh, yeah.
be a giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure didn't already kill you. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle.
Y'all be going
At
deep
1,168
down.
meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon, were it to be underwater with us.
Oh.
Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures.
Ooh.
Ominously named black dragonfish, a carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted.
Why it gotta be black?
Since we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a flashlight.
Of course.
A little further down at 2,250
Of course, you gotta-
meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid. Sperm whales often have sucker marks and scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid
Man.
that likely take place at these incredible depths.
Y'all be fighting each other like
Squids
that?
themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and razor-sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good luck with that down there.
I would not want to battle a giant squid anytime, any matter, any time of the day, for any reason at all, bro. Like, you got me so messed up, bro. I'm good. Well, where would I even battle a giant squid? I'm not Aquaman. I just find it hilarious how there's all of these creatures down there that we have not discovered, but we're spending so much time and like money on space. Honestly, what is more important? Discovering our ocean? Like, maybe there's something down there that's really valuable to us, or space travel? Nah, to keep it a buck with you, no George Washington, I think space travel is a little bit more important than the ocean. I just feel like if there's anything valuable in the ocean, we would have found it by now. No, because there's a lot of searched. There's a lot of non-searched parts of the ocean. So there could be a lot of things. There could be Atlantis down there for all we know. But space, man, aliens, they're out there somewhere. We just gotta find them.
Way further down at 3,800 meters, we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic.
Titanic!
Past that, at 4,000 meters, we start to enter the abyssal zone of the ocean. Water pressure is at an astonishing 11,000 pounds per square inch down
Sheesh,
here.
can I handle
There are
that?
numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these depths, such as the fang-tooth, anglerfish, and viperfish. Down at 4,267 meters is the average depth of the ocean, where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than even this. At 4,791 meters,
It goes
rests the
deeper?
wreckage of the battleship Bismarck sunk
Okay.
during World War II.
Wow.
Way down at 6,000 meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone, named
Ooh.
after the underworld Hades itself.
I don't like this.
Pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface.
Oh
which is
my.
roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp.
Oh
or a
my
small
gosh.
person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets.
You're not
Down at these
surviving.
depths, you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection.
Immediately.
Life still exists down here in various strange forms. At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic.
Okay.
Way further down at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest.
Mount
where it's
Everest?
upside down and placed underwater.
Oh my goodness, Mount Everest can fit in the ocean. Mount Everest, guys, that just gives you perspective on how deep this ocean is. And somebody please explain to me how, like, they just said that the pressure would be about 50 Boeing jets on a human. How can these other creatures survive down there? I know some of them may be huge, but still at some point you gotta really ask yourself, how much pressure can they handle? Like they must be able to handle a lot of peer pressure. Ain't nobody finna tell them what to do in a social gathering just because a lot of people are saying to do it. No mob mentality is gonna work on them. They can handle all sorts of pressure. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not funny.
Then, way further past even that, at 10,898 meters,
Goodness.
we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during the Deep Sea Challenger mission.
Wow.
The deepest point in the ocean yet reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste submarine.
How'd y'all do that?
It took 5 hours to descend through the ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes before a window cracked and they began to resurface. Just a bit further down from there, at 10,972,
let's go deeper.
reach the average flight altitude of a commercial airline.
Oh goodness!
So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight
oh my
to
gosh!
the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at. Finally, when we hit 10,000,
it goes deeper.
94 meters, we have hit the bottom
okay.
of the known ocean
there.
called the Challenger.
There we go.
Right here on this map, just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean than this that just haven't been discovered.
Definitely.
It wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Serenity was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped.
Oh my goodness!
95% to be currently a mystery.
95%.
It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found, and who knows what we may discover there.
That was it for this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Oh my goodness, so that kind of like puts you in perspective on how deep this ocean is. Oh my goodness, guys, it is as high as a commercial airline flight goes. Do you know how high up you are when you're in an airplane? And that's not even the deepest. Like he just said, 95% of the ocean's floor is unexplored. So there's other parts, there's other creatures, there's other things we have yet to find that we haven't found yet. So the ocean really is way deeper than you think. There has to be mermaids or the Loch Ness Monster or the Kraken or kaijus. There's something down there. I'm telling you guys, there's something down there lurking in the ocean that doesn't want to be discovered. And we're going to discover it, and we're going to unleash something we hope that we wish we haven't unleashed. You know, Godzilla. Don't forget to hit me with a like, subscribe, comment on this video if you want to reply from yours truly, Prince Charming. My name is Prince Hawkham. Stay charmed, my friends.